Hello gamers, welcome to Field of Glory Kingdoms with the new Rajas and Tribes DLC. First DLC for the game by AGEOD and Slitherine, and basically introduces us a new map. It expands to the south, so basically Africa as well. Introduces nomadic and tribal factions, great trade war campaign, so this base legacy points. Also, there are two new areas, Alexander Nevsky. You have to defend Russia against the Knights and Swedish invaders. Well, not the Russians, but. And then you got Guelphs versus Ghibelline. Dive into the civil wars of Medieval, where rival factions battle for power under the looming presence of the Holy Roman Empire. And there's a massive patch, a companion patch as well. Via map enhancements, you can explore all buildings in the building browser apparently now. Smarter search function, new sound effects, ledger for leaders. There are some warfare upgrades with mercenary overhaul. You can recruit actual units from neighboring countries as well. There are refined battle mechanics and logic. You build structures like underground fortress, a secret cult, a gypsy event building, and more. There are some fixed buildings, smarter AI progression to the 2 development, and regarding religion and dynasty systems, enhanced religious diversity across the map. Scandinavians can now explore the Northern Arc with a new expedition panel. Reworked business civil war mechanic. HIE members can now join or leave dynamically. Also, there's a tournament. Sign up for Field of Glory 2, Glory 2 Medieval. I'm not sure if you still can, but if you can't, you can possibly watch it maybe somewhere. So yeah, this is basically kind of a little bit like 4 meets Crusader Kings, kind of. Here, there's something I do really like. It shows you what's new. You know, there's this DLC icon. Expanded DLC campaign, Rajas and Tribes. 440 turns. So it's like the Grand campaign, but it's even grander. It has a more complex as well. Embark on an epic 440 turn journey across an expanded map, now reaching from the heart of Europe to the Indian kingdoms, up to Delhi, and stretching through diverse nations of West Africa. 1 to 16 players, you can choose from a wide array of realms, each with distinct challenges and unique ways of playing. Seize the chance, forge your legacy with paths to dominance as a nomad or a tribal nation. Path to glory is perilous, but those who are brave, cunning will assert their supremacy. Then you got the Guelphs and Ghibellines scenario, expert scenario with 32 turns. Complexity 5 out of 5, length 3 out of 5. 2 centuries torn apart by a series of conflicts by the rivalry Ghibelline. Concludes with the historical razing of the Guelph stronghold of Milano in 1162. So it's 8 years. A major victory for Emperor Frederick Barbarossa. I've been to the cave where he's buried again eventually, in the Kiffhäuser. And however, his triumph was short-lived, as 5 years later the Lombard League was causing him. This struggle not only led to prolonged strife, but also influenced political landscape. That's really interesting. Then we've got Alexander Nevsky. That's a 40-turn campaign. Complexity only 3, as opposed to 5, and length also 3. Imagine the Grand campaign is only length 4, so there will be longer campaigns eventually, I think. Even longer, I should say. Alexander Nevsky was appointed by the Novgorodians in 1236 to become their prince. In 1240 he defeated an invading army of Swedes. Then he fended off an attack by the Livonian Order. Later Russian sources would elevate the importance of the latter battle and portray it as one of the great Russian victory stages. After the conquest of the great Principality of Vladimir by the Mongols in 1238 and the death of his father in 1245, Alexander continued to defend his Rus realms as a tributary states of the Mongol Empire. So I think both the Gulfs and Ghibellines and also Alexander Nevsky kind of are suitable for like a playthrough. I did a 36-turn playthrough of AGEOD on my channel, you can check it out. And I just want to take a look at the expanded campaigns now and the new tribes. Here we can also see we've got the DLC. And you can see like the Steam kind of way to show it. Go for balanced. Apologies for my voice, I've got a slight cold, plus I've been working a ton and lots of talking and thinking and talking again. And it's lots of fun, but it's also very exhausting. Okay, let's see whom we are going to play for like an hour or so. Vulcan HD recently did some sponsored content for them, so you should check that out. It's YouTuber and also a Twitch channel and YouTube. There's lots of strategy games, Division, Wano, and now also some Slitherine games, which is I think also at the time of recording today, October has for SCBM out as well by Slitherine. I should maybe record on my laptop, which is more powerful, but we're now on the desktop for the first turn. Fine. Here we can see it goes down all the way to Somalia, Abyssinia, Sudan. That should be Nubia. I wonder if we've got Ethiopia. That's a tribal Muslims. I think Makuria might eventually be expanded DLC can eventually be Ethiopia based on my EU4. Got Kel Ayar Tuaregs and Almoravid, Ghana, Gao. Really interesting. Byzantine Empire still alive and kicking. And then Tajikistan, Gujarat. Now I don't have the exact comparison where the actual map used to end, somewhere here, I guess. That's a bit too large for us. I don't want a large nation. 1 hour. Difficult. This one is difficult. Interest 5. This one is only difficult 2. Hindu one. Faction empire. They do want to play like a tribe. Or we could play as the nomadic and tribal factions. Check down here. Where does it say if they are nomadic or tribal? Well, I think we are going to take one of these. Take Malva. Hindu kingdom. It's even like a major nation, interesting enough. Also major nation. Where could there? Great Indian culture, Eastern extension, can do great trades, that's new. Okay, here we can also do trades. Don't have little eyes every guys. Guess the boost. Very interesting. And Ghana, for example, can also do great trades. Okay. Solomon, where would that be? That's also new. That's Ethiopian culture. Oh, it's tiny, but difficult only 2. Or of the Ark. Can do great trades. Huh. This is actually Ethiopia. Later. An interesting one as well. Let's play as Ethiopia. Context. Miaphysite Christian. No treaties. Solomonic dynasty rose to power in Ethiopia in 1270. In Yekuno Amlak, claiming descent from the biblical Solomon, the Queen of Sheba, through their son Menelik I, overthrew the Zagwe dynasty. Supported by influential Christian clergy, its ascension marked the return to the monarchy, grounded in Solomonic lineage. Viewed as divinely ordained, this transition strengthened Ethiopia's Christian identity and centralized rule, establishing what became known as the Ethiopian Empire, which lasted until the deposition of Haile Selassie in 1974. While modern historians consider their lineage to be legendary, the Solomonic dynasty played a significant role in Ethiopian history, particularly bastion of Christianity in East Africa during the late Middle Ages. We have a really cool leader with 541. Sorry, 514. Begin with, ensure that your treasury is not a thing, and fourth. Modifiers, unyielding legacy. Solomon's descendants ruled for centuries, claiming divine right. The legacy endures, inspiring unwavering loyalty in their people. Chance each turn that one of their non-mercenaries become a volunteer with a very large upkeep discount. That's cool. Keeper of the Ark. Keeper of the Ark. Legends say Solomon's bloodline safeguarded the Ark of the Covenant. Its rule brings reverence, mystery, and divine authority. The characters controlled by this nation have a significantly higher chance of avoiding fateful events. Piety bonus 10%, characters loyalty increase 10 points, friendship bonus 50%, Ethiopian culture, improved army logistics, 1 legacy gain from dynasty 20%, and yearly chance to have a newborn increased by 20%. And do great trades. Great trades allow certain nations to earn extra legacy, commerce of exotic goods, and launch war campaigns. New war campaigns allow certain nations to earn extra legacy, warring and raiding. About for traditional nations? Yeah, they can't do it. Okay. Now let's take them. Interest rating is high as well. There we go. Did read that. Treasury prioritized raising your authority. Yeah, let's just try. I haven't played it for some time because of the general lack of time and work life. Good to be back into absolutely. A last note of importance before many windows have a question mark button near the upper right. A corner that will take you to an explanation of the window and related game. Learn more about the game. There's also a very complete manual available in each official forum. That is pretty cool. Great trades and war campaigns. Great trades are an optional way tribal and nomadic nations, allowing them to earn legacy points. Trade of specific benefit from this, nations must own buildings in the merchants category, which trade resources, furs, spices, called silk. Merchants generate legacy points and gold if present in traders. Tribal and nomadic nations produce the same resources without taking. Wow. However, they require an impediment, a natural obstacle, to be placed. Once built, they remain even if the impediment is later removed. Great trade panels, accessible from the nation panel, allows players to track their trade production and which nations dominate. Top traders receive temporary bonus that is reassigned each turn. That's actually cool. That reminds me a little bit of the trade leader. War campaigns. War campaigns are powerful to tribal and nomadic nation, and a few ones. Your nation is eligible. Button featuring a scimitar crossed with a sword will appear in the nation panel. You can then select 1 to 4 non-allied regions as objectives. All war goals must be set before the campaign. Each campaign lasts up to 16 turns, divided into 4 phases, 4 turns. The faster you conquer, the more legacy points. At the end of each phase, unfulfilled war goals lose value. A campaign that is too ambitious may fail to generate rewards, while a modest campaign forces you to wait for launching in. Declaring 4 war goals, the maximum, make neighbors ambitious, poisoning diplomatic relations. However, if all objectives are achieved, special bonuses awarded. That's so. Get detailed rules about these two features, go to their corresponding and press. Currently, we don't have a large army. Here we can go for the summary of trades. Armies to diplomacy trade detail. Bergamda trade good. Got frankincense. Good. Structures needing merchant. We have some trade goods here, which cost a lot of gold. Iron, stone, gold. And then some bonus trade. Well, go to the nations and panel. Access the great trades panel. Top legacy earnings from nations from great trade. That's not us. We only have one region. What do they produce in Damot? The impediment, one infrastructure healthcare building, permanent threat. They do have metal. Saves that and radar. Like them. Cliffs. Merchant. What else could we do? Build some horses. Bring us lots of coin. A man. Wild beasts merchant. Need wild beasts. Warrior contest is very expensive. Also needs horses. Tribe. Or village green 2. A bonus. And regional loyalty bonus. They are quite loyal, right? Loyalty. You're 92. Let's go for the horses. Only 2 turns. Time to build up the army as well. Need more troops. One second. Q, here we go. African man. Keep money sick. Then light archer. Yeah, skirmishers. Go for some light archers. Let's go for some spearmen. Levi infantry. Our army does have check masked bowmen, light horses, and I actually think we need light archers, spearmen. Turns 2. Our dude, very good administrator and abysmal military. That's bad. Hospital penalty, armies, experience penalty. This is not good. Let's build these guys and then as decision. Perhaps trade goods overlay. Silver vein, that's nice. Only don't have anything. Livestock and marble. Can't get there. Ivory would be. Grain can also be very helpful. Need to gobble up some smaller ones. Okay. Declare war goal. Good local units. This regional division will be able to get between 1 and 4 provincial units, depending on their strength, even if there's no formed province. These units will not be much in contrast to the ones recruited here. It's 100, but get quite a few units. Non-standard unit. I think this regional decision will be able to get some non-standard units from the owner. Target nation has any available in its roster, usually the less prevalent. Let's just recruit local units here. Select the decision to valid region map. We only do this one. Interesting. And then let's do this. And let's end this. Obviously, processing now will take a bit longer, and I should have done it on my faster computer, my laptop. That I think for a couple of turns will be fine. Last percentage are the hardest. This coastal looks really nice, actually, now that I see it. High national authority and high regional stewardship will improve loyalty. Increase the base loyalty. Piety can also achieve this, works different. We get 1 legacy point. Able to transport. Inku is offering his services to us. What is Inku? Legacy is here. Overview, claims. We do have a claim. Realm trade summed reports. We have some courtesans, relatives as well. We do have spouse. A new claim. Germa Siam, driven by ambition, stakes a legitimate claim on Damot. Name of maybe just attack them. Claim. Realized village, mining, exploitation, workforce, traders borrow. That's not too bad. And we have disorder token. Crumbling bottom tier, aging, tokens -1. 20% chance to receive dollar token. Shame. Okay, now this is our army. And this is the units we got from our card. Merge them. Can't change the here. Better. What I want to do now is warn them. A war goal, it's not what I want. I do that again, diplomacy here. On Darmot. They are a petty chiefdom. Lots of loyalty. Minor tribals. They are mere pagans. We must convert them. We'll be declaring war on them next turn. Confirm that. Now. Should be it, right? Could we get some allies, maybe? Can we see the wind, weather, names? Any questions anywhere? Could ally with not? Domains overlay. National political overlay. Done. Oh, this is rather large. Maybe we could ally with them. Should have declared the war last turn. Could have attacked. Well, last turn I didn't have aim. Got the token. The legacy ranking. Justice of their cause will be tested if someone declares war on Damot in of honor. Okay. Our army is much larger. We have a shitty leader here. Zero. No, he actually has 1-0. Darnat has 0-0, but he has Patron of Arts, Global Legacy. Now this dude can maintain 50 extra muster of man fact wide. Military rating by 1 point. Standing army unit bonus. Maintain 50 extra muster. I think actually much better. Loyalty ain't that great. We don't know the loyalty. But let's keep him for now. And attack this. Right click, okay. And I did finish. Oh, we have a deploy a spy network. Patch several spies in the target nation or your. They will gather intelligence regular interval. Costs 2 authority. It's all authority we've got. I think we keep it though. It's just the initial cost, so let's have a spy network in our own name. And low loyalty. Going war. And we did finish guild method. Was heard. Has been completed. Now what could we theoretically? It's kind of like exotic fruits gatherers. Produces exotic fruit. Wait up. This one would require wood to get more metal. Maybe weaponsmith. Cost of money. Legacy. And piety and manpower. Hamlet plus garrison. Loyalty bonus. I will go for the initiation ritual. Only 2 turns here. Okay, ends. And the turn. Not sure. I didn't really get a response on my alliance offer. We will have to check on that a bit. On the left, they seem to be fighting. Okay. Oh no, we got another aging token. Bad. With 5 legacy points. They rank 202. Which is not brilliant. The top nations are ranked much higher. Why did my army not go there? Mercuria rejected the offer. My network is expanding. Good. Solomon has received order token. That's obviously bad. Not sure why this army did not move. We need to. Maybe I need this. Ordering assault. Oh no, Seravati has been repulsed by strong patrols from Damot? What? He now is actually 1-2. Where are these strong patrols? Power 63. Oh no, first Theravati is the enemy. Ours is called first Theravati as well. That was but I do think we need more troops. Yes, Solomon, yeah. Get some more troops. Costly. Why is that? Don't have the manpower. I see. Okay, let's go. So I'm not so sure our power is enough to charge the fortification. We'll see. Okay, battle in Damot. Terrain, lightly fortified frontage. Damot has 95 combat power with 17 units. Oh no. No way we're going to win this. Been annihilated. Where did they all come from? The garrison? That? Obviously, with such a devastating loss, there's not much I can show you. Now they are besieged. I should have just gone there. Some of siege. I really wonder, we went in there and then had to go out again. Yet. Let's take them in here. 88 up. Finished another building. Without manpower, there's not that much we can do. Anonymous. Man cut. Coin. Health. Good ship. Manpower. Can import tiles and bricks. Go for that. Whites. tenant farms. Shift right click, lots of left click increased local unit. Must be owned, must be friendly leader. We don't have that. African Spearman is now a volunteer unit. Could move away with that one combat power, but might be able to if they attack us. Also, one lesson is I definitely on my laptop, not on my 8 or 10-year-old upgraded card from many years ago. Yeah, but this down to hell. Oh, we can actually watch the button. That didn't end well. Not much to watch. No, they might just conquer us. Okay. Peasants to freemen. And well-organized stewardship in Begemda. Bonus includes national authority. Let's recruit African. Okay. I couldn't show the war campaign, and I think it would have ended badly in East. Our army just wasn't powerful enough. I was kind of misled by the army strength. Also says 7 units. That. Then my unit went back. I should have just stayed, which I couldn't. Should have just moved back in. Then again, they attacked with 17 units, including their garrison. Exchange from control claims +1. Store order. Necessary. Bonus authority. Hastily, we should have more unit enhancing buildings like a levy camp. Where is my army? Here, okay. And I had to right click. One dude died. Military. Or an uncle. Done. I think there's not much I can show you now. Or in the next. I think we can end it here, and I think what I'm going to do as soon as I have time is, that's a funny bug report, is you know, play one of the campaigns and see, and as let's let me know what you think of the game. I think if you should really try it out if you like games like Alice. But this is more like a tactical game than Leader Kings. It's got its RPG element, so maybe a bit like Imperator Rome. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.